Well, when AEW does something terrible, I call it out, and the same has to be done for WWE because this WrestleMania main event was garbage. The worst WrestleMania main event, in my opinion. I mean, seriously, and I've seen some pretty bad WrestleMania main events in my short years on this on this sorry on this planet. This match was just so terrible. Like, first of all, starting off, there's no chemistry between Cena and Cody, right? I mean, let's be honest. There's zero chemistry between Cena and Cody. Not in the promos, clearly not in the ring. There's nothing. There's nothing between these guys. The only thing they have in common is that one was the face of WWE and the other one is the face of WWE, but that is pretty much it. I mean, it's really hilarious that anybody thought this would be a good WrestleMania main event in the year 2025. John Cena lost to Solo Sikoa, lost to Austin Theory. It doesn't make sense. This makes more sense if Cena was gone from the company for a lot of years, like Hogan was or like The Rock was, in 2011, 2012. But Cena's been here. He's just been losing these irrelevant, stupid matches and like, uh, playing cuck to Roman Reigns. Like that. That's pretty much it. And then he comes back, and then he announces this retirement tour, which is so dumb to announce a retirement tour. It makes zero sense. If you're going to retire, just do it. You don't have to announce a tour because then you set the expectations that you're going to be there for that tour, and Cena really hasn't been here. So it's just dumb. Um, yeah. I mean, the match itself, just going into the match itself, because I don't want to waste too much of everybody's time here, but going into the match itself, I mean, first of all, the crowd was cheering for Cena. And this is another problem is that this is why Steve Austin's heel turn didn't work because people just wanted to cheer for him. And this is a case of the crowd just trying to get themselves over. I mean, wrestling crowds are trash nowadays. I mean they've been trash since at least 2012, I want to say, but they are just garbage. It's like they're always trying to get themselves over. It ruins the atmosphere of the match. It really messed the whole Cody storyline going into this up. Cody's whole character arc, it messed it up. I mean, this is the same thing that happened to him in AEW, just people booing him and trying to get themselves over at the expense of him. And it sucks. I feel bad for Cody. I'm not a big Cody guy. I really could not care less about Cody Rhodes. But like this is, I mean, it was ridiculous. The guy was getting booed out of the arena, and I partially blame that on WWE, and I'll go into that later because AEW, well, Cody booked himself in AEW, but they're doing the same mistake where they're booking Cody to be like incompetent, and it's really annoying because Cody is like a real doofus. Um, so in the ring, Cody and Cena had a huge lack of chemistry. I mean, Cena was moving so slow. There was too much daylight between the moves. Like the extended sequences, you could just tell that they were not on the same wavelength. And I'm not gonna talk about Cena calling out the move. Cena has always done that. But just in general, Cena moving slow, and there's like this huge cope that, oh well, that's just him playing a heel. What, really? Because Steve Austin had great matches when he was a heel. He didn't move like molasses. Oh no, the point of Cena's heel turn is that he's not gonna give the fans what they want. What we're in. This is not how things work. This is not like, imagine if just a movie villain was like, looked at the camera, was like, I'm not gonna give you guys an epic final battle. I'm not gonna give you guys what you want. I'm just gonna stand here. It's like, no, you still have to entertain the people watching the show. I don't know how to explain that to WWE bots, but you still have to be entertained. You can't come out and say, I'm not gonna give you guys what you want. I'm not gonna give you guys a new theme song. I'm not gonna give you guys new merch. This is because they didn't really plan the heel turn. It was really probably a last minute thing. I'm with the theory that Cena was supposed to turn heel tonight. I mean, at WrestleMania. But I think a lot of plans with The Rock screwed that out. But the reason this is a cope, this thing where Cena's not doing what people want, so it's not a typical heel turn. They say this for everything Cena does. Cena cuts a bad promo. Oh, he's not giving you guys what you want. That's the point of the heel turn. John Cena has a terrible match. Oh, he's not giving you guys what you want. That's the point of the heel turn. John Cena takes a show on the bus. Oh, he's not giving you guys what you want. That's the point of the heel turn. Like, shut up. It's called World Wrestling Entertainment. We still have to be entertained. There are tons of heels that don't want to give the fans what they want, but that does not supersede them wanting to win. You think Cena fought today like he wanted to win a championship? The guy's knees are shot. He's not athletic anymore. He's washed up. He can't go. He's not a main eventer anymore. He hasn't been for years, and he's sure as heck not world champion. Just get over it. He's bad. He was moving terribly. He wrestles the way people said he wrestled when he was in his prime. This is how he actually wrestles now. So slow. So lethargic. It was garbage. Don't give me this. Oh, he was doing that because he doesn't want to give you a good match. So using that logic, the fans are all cheering Cena. Let's use your guys' logic for a second. The fans are all cheering Cena. They clearly want him to win the match. Why does Cena win the match? Because now he's giving the fans what they want. The fans want to see him win the 17th world title. So Cena should just get himself disqualified, right? Cena should just walk out. He should actually just not show up because the fans want this match. That's how dumb that logic is. It was dumb when Cena came out and said it. It's dumb now. They didn't give a new theme song because they didn't prepare for it. They didn't give new merch because WWE is lazy and they don't really know how to make merch anyway. So they also did not prepare for that. That's the reason. This heel turn is rushed. It's a rushed heel turn. And it's a very bad heel turn. This is not a Hogan heel turn. What are you talking about, greatest heel turn of all? No, it's not even close. I wasn't even alive back then. And even I know that Hogan heel turn it will never be topped. It just will never be topped. One, because, Cena, there was no reason for Cena to turn heel. Hogan didn't turn heel at the end of his career. In his twilight year, sure, but at the end of his career, in the last year of his career, he did not turn heel because it doesn't make sense to turn heel in the last year of your career. Cena shouldn't have turned heel anyway. The best time for Cena to turn heel was in 2012 when he lost to The Rock at WrestleMania, and they built that entire year up like it was supposed to be a heel turn. And he was actually going to turn heel that Raw after WrestleMania. But a lot of you guys weren't watching back then. That's the problem with these new WWE fans. A lot of them weren't even watching. They just get their opinions from Twitter and what the popular tweet on Twitter is, and they form their opinions around that. So anyway, Cody looked completely incompetent in this match. He barely got any offense in. There was not enough Cody Rhodes. If you're gonna do that, you'd at least expect that Cody has a super Cody moment where he comes back and wins the match. Doing that style when the face is not gonna win the match is really risky, and it doesn't work most of the time. Seriously. Ironically, it worked during Brock versus Cena back at SummerSlam 2014. But here it just didn't work because the way Cody lost was so incompetent, which I'll get to. Travis Scott comes out because Cena I don't know if anyone knows, but Cena was so winded. He was so winded from just the little he was doing. Then AA off the top rope. Oh, my goodness. He was so winded that Travis Scott needed to take as long as possible to do his entrance, come out, so Cena could catch his breath. Cena could take a minute. This is not a full-time wrestler, guys. This is not a world champion. I'm sorry. But because it's John Cena, you guys love him. You'll give it a pass. If this was anybody else, they would not be getting the same pass. But sure, whatever. You guys are fanboys. You're mentally stunted grown men in adult diapers. So then Travis Scott comes out. Cena almost gets himself disqualified. Actually, I brought that up earlier. He actually does almost get himself disqualified by asking Travis Scott to slap Cody Rhodes in front of the referee. Okay. Travis Scott gets in the ring, stares off with Cody. By the way, this whole thing with Travis Scott lasts at least 5-6 minutes. And it feels like an eternity. So he gets across Rhodes, and then for some reason, John Cena grabs a championship and is about to hit Cody with it. But for some reason, they're fighting over the belt. Like, Cody can't just knee Cena in the gut. I don't know why he's fighting him with the belt. Just knee him in the gut and rip it from him. Like, what? Cody gets a hold of the belt, and then Cena starts begging for his life. Don't hit me, don't hit me. Cody, for some reason, has a moral dilemma, even though he left Kevin Owens for at the Royal Rumble. But now he has a sudden moral dilemma. Oh, Oh, should I do this? Should I not do this? Like this stupid anime crap. It always sucked when WWE did this spot. It still sucks today. See, Cody looks completely incompetent. He pauses. He's like, "Oh man, should I hit him? Should I not hit him, dude?" And Cena takes advantage of that. Low blows him, hits him with the championship, and wins the match. And that was the finish. No rock, nothing. I mean, it's the match itself was terrible too because it just became a finisher fest and like all these ref bumps and 100 finishers and the run-ins because Triple H does not know how to book a heel without interferences. Oh man, I just my Cody looks so dumb and like what did this night was terrible for Cody Rhodes. This was terrible for Cody. It really was. It was terrible for Cody. He gets booed out the arena. He has a scuffle with Travis Scott. And then he looks so dumb in the finish that you almost don't want to believe this is a grown man. It was bad. It was bad. And like I said, people have to hold Triple H to the same standard as Tony Khan because Triple H came out before WrestleMania week. At WrestleMania week talking about just raging at the fans for the crime of predicting things correctly, I guess. I mean, your booking style is very obvious, Triple H. Anyone could have predicted how this WrestleMania card was going to go. We could have predicted that Paul Heyman was going to align with Seth Rollins. That was obvious. You told us that when Seth Rollins said you owed him a favor. He owed him a favor. We could have predicted Cena's heel turn because John Cena came out and said this is what's best for business. And a lot of these new fans were not watching 10, 11 years ago. But best for business was the tagline for the Authority. Triple H's heel stable. Like, what? And there are people that are going to pretend it's all unpredictable because they're, again, WWE bots. They can't really think. They don't have any critical thinking. So, of course, everything is unpredictable to them. But Triple H has the most predictable and, quite frankly, terrible booking style I've ever seen. Like, Vince's booking style might actually be better. You can say what you want about Vince, but if he was booking this match, it would not have this stinker of an ending. Seriously. Vince would have found a way to get The Rock there, I'm sure. Or he would have set Brock Lesnar or somebody. He would have set Stone Cold out there. It would have been crazy, right? I mean, it probably would have still been terrible, but it wouldn't have been, like, boring, Just boring. Like, this, it's just an insult. It's boring. But hey, Cena got his 17th in the worst way possible. I think Ric Flair's actual record is, like, in the 20s or something. But, okay, we'll follow WWE's canon, I guess. Yeah, whatever. Just bad. I feel bad for Cody. That's how his title reign ends, like that. By Travis Scott. There needs to be a serious discussion about how bad Triple H is as a booker. There has to be. There has to be. Tony Khan is terrible, yes. Triple H is also terrible. He's also a terrible booker. This guy books on the internet. He pretends that he doesn't care about what the internet thinks and it's all about what the fans in the arena think. Oh. But that guy is always online. He has burner accounts. That's been confirmed. He accidentally liked a tweet. He has burner accounts. The guy books with his pulse to the internet. And it is terrible. When you react to the internet, it's terrible. Every time Vince reacted to the internet, it was terrible. That's why he stopped reacting to the internet. I'm not praising Vince, by the way. Vince was a terrible booker, at least in his later years. And he's also a bad human being, sure. But the thing is that he wasn't booking, like, not even for the internet, but as a reaction to the internet. That's what Triple H does. He books to get ahead of stuff, and it's weird. And this was a weird WrestleMania main event. 1, because Cena can't work anymore. 2, because they're booking Cody incompetently. 3, because the crowd tried to hijack it. 4, because Triple H is a bad booker. And 5, because where the heck is The Rock? And The Rock is not a scapegoat, by the way. AEW fans do this thing too, where they look for a scapegoat. The Rock is not a scapegoat. Triple H is just terrible.